They're worried. they normally would rush the hill, and they wait for some setup that mystically doesn't happen. And
they're like, where are they coming from?
Exactly.
It's like they're trying to play like Final Boss, but they don't have the talent, I guess.
Well, it's again, I'm not going to say that it's the talent issue, although I don't know that you can say anybody has the talent of those four guys sitting over there. The way that they closed out last season, but it's just knowing what to do in this situation.
It's the experience.
Yeah, if you pause for a minute, if you're not dead certain, you need to be game ready in every possible environment. If you're down by 30, you need to know how much time's left on the clock. If there's only 45 seconds left, you got to get in there.
All right, well, we have Homicide tearing things up here with the sniper rifle. You heard in the clutch, cheering him on there. And in the clutch, he didn't have a very strong game, but his head is still in this match. Homicide taking down Ogre 2 with that headshot. Now go for the no-scope, hit Ogre 1 once, dropping his shields. This kid, I got to keep my eye on him, Sundance. I have not seen him before this match, and he is just...
He's an exciting player. I got to, and this is the type of thing I love. I love the new names. I love to see guys come out of the woodwork. Oh, strong side right there. Putting a sticky right on his opponent. Missed with one, just stood there, let him come to him because he knows he can. They've got a 50-second lead right now.
Well, Homicidal and MoB Deep are trying to change that. You see Homicidal running the sword outside of the map. Takes down Ogre 2 before being killed. Nice play there. He saw the injured player rather than shooting the player who got the jump on him. All four dead. All four were killed there for MoB Deep. We're switching back over to Strong Side, who's picking up hill time.
Now you just saw a shot there of two of the MoB Deep players, and if you look at their faces with no sound, you had no idea what was going on. You'd think that they had already lost.
It's true. They definitely looked dejected, and that when all four of them were dead just now, they sort of felt that they were dejected inside.
All right. Well, we are going to check out Strong Side still defending this hill here. But he's finally taken down. That was 3 dead momentarily from Final Boss. And in the clutch, baiting the overshield. Now he picks it up.
I think they had a little bit of a hiccup there again. Now 2 have been killed. They had all 4 around the hill. They didn't know who was going to stay and who was going to defend. Now 3 of them are dead. That's an example of how not to play.
I honestly think the coach needs to step up here. He needs to start commanding his troops, telling people what to do.
Well, I mean, you look at him right now. I don't know that he's really certain what to do right now in this scenario. The lead for Final Boss keeps growing, and he may just be in awe right now of the fact that his team is essentially being knocked down.
Guys, is he more than just another set of eyeballs, like to see things that maybe the players don't see, or is he supposed to be calling out strategy in a situation like this?
Well, the ideal situation with a coach is what he's going to do is he's going to keep you on your game plan. If, let's say, I'm homicidal, I'm on the end there, and my head's not in the game, I'm thinking too much about the fact that I've been killed 3 times in a row. He's going to say, pull it out. This is what you need to do. Go back to your spot. If a player gets off center, you got to get him back on track.
Gotcha. Well, 3 were down there from Final Boss momentarily. Let's hop back on board with Effie the Box as he's got a sniper.
And let's see here. Maybe he can hit a few shots and get his head back in the game because, as we said earlier, he seemed like he was already given up.
I don't even know how he's playing with that hair in his face on this. Can barely see the screen. The box is taken out, and Strong Side just nasty, ripping things up with the sniper rifle. Picked up a double headshot, going for the no-scope on clutch. Hit a teammate, no big deal. We're up by 70 points.
Strong Side, a lot of people always like to comment on the fact that he plays with his mouth hanging wide open, but he also just lets his game hang out there too.
All right, well, Strong Side kind of in a vulnerable position here for the sniper. He can be hit by grenades very easily, but he has the most vision in this position. He can see both sides of the map. He's watching training, as you can see, watching sword, and he's checking the left side of the map, making sure no one comes through the narrow hallway.
Ogre 2 is quietly having a very strong game, just really doing a good job of suppressing MoB Deep. Every time he comes around the corner, he's got someone to take down.
I got to say, it's almost as if you look at Final Boss, the body language of that team, they seem as though they just haven't been challenged so far. They're just kind of easing their way into a victory here.
Yeah, they seem like they're ready for whatever's next. Not that they're overlooking this team, but they are ready for this team and whoever comes next.
Well, Final Boss is going to run into some trouble next round. Triggers down if they go by seeds. Will advance to the next round, and Triggers down. Probably, I think I'm rating them number 4, Sundance.
Wow, that's a. I mean, I see they've got a lot of skill, and I think 4 is a high pick. But you know what? I think you're right. If they play up to their ability, they definitely could finish in that spot, if not higher.
Well, Final Boss is definitely prepared for Triggers Down. I was talking to Walshy earlier. He said Hysteria from Triggers Down is in his top 5 most skilled players list.
Now, okay, top 5. Think about this. How many times have you heard the name Hysteria when we've been talking about Halo? Now think about your top 5 list. Walshy, the captain for Final Boss, not saying on record for Hysteria, but saying to Puckett behind, while hanging out discussing the league, the new season, says top 5. That's phenomenal.
He said not necessarily the top 5 teammates, but top 5 raw talent.
And this is coming from the man who saw that same thing in Strongside, who is now his teammate. Strongside had that knock-up, tons of talent, but maybe not a team player. Walshy, very good scout when it comes to talent and ability.
All right, well, we have Ogre 1 there sitting next to Strongside, calling out positions to his team. Strongside cleaning it up. So Walshy picks up a double, Strongside picks up a kill of his own. But we still have Effie the Box. Well, momentarily, Effie the Box was the last member alive, and he was still getting hill time. Until that sniper shot shot him down and just bodies dropped. Strongside with the double kill killing spree. Here's the triple.
I think he's got it somewhere to be.
He must have something to do because he's running through this team like they're not even there.
Strongside, I think the player to watch this tournament so far. This kid is not missing shots.
I got to agree. I got to tell you this. I'm going to go out on a limb here, folks. All right. You want me to call my MVP pick for the entire season? I'm going to say Strongside.
But Sundance, this is the opening event.
Absolutely. I'm saying for the season. I think if Strongside plays up to his potential and Final Boss does what they need to do, Strongside will be heads and shoulders above most of the other players in the league, and I think he'll be just high enough to get the MVP for the entire season.
So you're not worried about the switch to Halo 3 or anything like that at all?
I've watched this kid play this weekend. I've seen what he's done online. He's phenomenal.
Well, Strongside finishing the game with the most time. Final Boss advances to winner's bracket round 3. Mob Deep going to be dropping down into the losers bracket. Coach Fever telling them it's okay.
I'll tell you what, they need to hold their heads high. There's nothing to be ashamed right there. You ran into a buzzsaw by the name of Final Boss.